Okay, welcome back to my channel. My name's Don, and today we got some, I don't know, I found some weird stuff going on that looked like it was promising. Typically I'll use the EasySubli from Siser. However, I don't like the printable vinyl because it's basically putting a big piece of plastic on the front of the shirt, and I just don't like the feel of it. So I ran into this, and I'll kind of show you what I've got here. But this is from Pellon, and it's a Fusible Interfacing. I've got several different kinds. I've actually got another one coming from Amazon that I don't have yet, but I figured I would give it a try and see how it feels on a regular shirt, and also see how well it sublimates. So figured I'd just give that a shot. So we'll try that out today. I think, I don't know, this one feels, I'm just going to pull them out here and kind of see. Let's get them opened up. And just see how each one of them feels. This seems kind of thick here. Yeah, that one's a little thicker. I don't think it would feel as bad as the EasySubli on a shirt, but it's pretty thick. And that's the 950F shirt tailor. Get it to focus here. There we go. That's the 950F. I'll put it back in the bag so I don't get it mixed up. And this is the 807. Boy, it does not want to autofocus. There it goes. The 807, which is a Wonder Web interfacing. And this here, oh, this is really light. Kind of see it here. Yeah, that's really light. I don't know if that would sub or not. That's almost see-through. I mean, you can almost see through completely. So that may not be a good way to go, but we'll try it. And the last one is the Fusible Shear Weight, which is, come on camera, there we go, 906F. We'll see how it looks here. Okay, this looks a little more promising. So yeah, that's not quite as see-through. It looks a little more solid, so you may not get the quality of like colors and stuff like that on something like this, because you're just you know, it'd be kind of like printing on screen, so you're hitting some spots and not hitting others, but you know, it's worth a try, I guess. And these were all, I think I bought every one of them under $3 or $4, so they're really cheap, and we're getting 20 inches by 3 feet, so it comes in quite a bit underneath the Siser EasySubli. So probably depend on what you're doing, whether you'd want to use this or not, and we'll see. Maybe it works great and we just can go with it, but don't know until you try. So, and that's what I've kind of noticed about the sublimation game and the Cricut and whatever that other machine that I use is. Cameo. Yeah, there we go. Everybody tries all kinds of stuff, and you just can't stick to the same thing all the time. You have to kind of get in there and give things a shot. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And but we're going to give these a shot today. So again, we've got the 807 Wonder Web interfacing from Pellon, the 950F Shirt Tailor interfacing from Pellon, and the 906F Fusible Shear Weight from Pellon. And we're going to give those a shot. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each one of these and I'm just going to cut a 6" by 6" square, and just then I'll mark them, and that way we know which ones we've got. And then I'll take the same image and place it across all of them, so that way we can kind of see what we're working with. Grab my ruler here. Okay, so we'll just see, 2, 4, 6. If only they put markings on these, right?
He's a big dumb animal, isn't he, folks?
Alright, so we got 2, 4, 6. Be easier if I just pick it up there, huh? So this is the 906F, so let me grab some paper. Now I guess there is one side that you're supposed to, yeah, the rougher side you're supposed to put towards the fabric. There's kind of a rougher side and a softer side. So I'm going to put this on the side that our artwork will go onto. I'll just kind of set that off to the side. We'll open up the 950F. Alright, so that's the 950, yeah, 950F. Mark this. And this is the way I would suggest, if you find a material that you're wanting to try, this is the way I would suggest testing. You know, if there's several different versions and you just want to see what's best, just put marks on them so you can tell, oh, that's not going to stick. This could be fun. Just put, you know, mark them in some way to where you know. And this one, I don't even know if I want to try this one. It's so thin. But heck, that's what we're doing, so let's give it a shot. I mean, this is really thin. I wouldn't wear this on my wedding night. And I don't sew, so I have absolutely no clue what this is actually used for. Looks like it's to kind of help, you know, maybe stiffen up certain things. Bonds fabric to fabric. Okay, so it's for different things. I may be completely out in left field on what I'm doing here. But this one here is the 807. Make sure. And I don't think it'll stick, but yeah, it actually kind of stuck. So anyway, there we go. We've got our 3 different ones. And I will get some artwork prepared, and we'll just put the exact same artwork on them. We'll just kind of move these into order here. So we got the heaviest, the medium, and then yeah, I don't even know which side to use on this one. So that one feels rougher, I guess, than this side. So we'll go with that one. That may be a total flop, but we don't know. That's what we're here for. So, all right, I'll go get some artwork ready and get the heat press lit up. And I think what I'm going to do, from what I've been seeing, is people have been putting this on at 400, and they're just doing it for a few seconds to fuse this to it, and then they're putting the artwork on top of it, and then doing it at 400 for around 60 seconds. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to see how that works out, and I'm just going to do it on kind of a scrap shirt. Probably do a black shirt just so we can kind of see how it contrasts, if we get any visible white through it or anything like that. And I'd just like to see how this reacts. So, all right, see you on the other side. Okay, hopefully you can't hear my fan in the background. I've got it blowing. It's hot today, so we got air conditioning in here, but I'm I'm hot regardless. Anyway, I went and found this on Free Picks. It's got really nice color, and right now I've got it down to a 6x9, and we just need a 6x6 patch. I'm going to go ahead and pull out just a simple square. I'm going to hit shift and pull out so everything's about the same. And I want a little over 6 inches, so we're going to do like 6 1/4 or somewhere around there. So yeah, that works. And then we'll take and make this just a slight bit bigger, and we'll just find a good spot to put it in there to where we get all of our good colors in. I kind of like the brighter. I want to see how well it does on this fabric, so I kind of like that spot right there. We'll just move this over here so you can see it. And we've got a red outline for our cutout on top of our artwork. If you don't, then you can click your artwork and send it to back. Then we're going to come over here and we're going to click on the modify panel, and we're just going to use the crop feature. So we need to select both our outline and our artwork, make sure our outline's on top, and then we can hit crop. So that gives us that right there. And now we've got a square piece that we can put on our fabric that's 6.253, so about 6 1/4 inches. And I'm going to make 3 of these. So CV, actually we don't need to make 3 of them. We can just, let's see, we'll delete that. We can just print it 3 times. So, but another thing I want to do is I want to leave some white space in here as well. So I'm going to use some text to do that, because I want to see what the white space looks like. If we have artwork that's got white space in it, it's not going to print any color. So I want to use I want to be able to see what that white space is going to look like. If it looks like, horrible looking fabric, then that's probably not a good thing. So let's use our text, and we'll just type in I'll just use my name. We'll go all caps here, and I've got the perfect font that I can use for this. Yeah, let's use that. So we got Ravy. So yeah, we'll use that. Let's move everything up to 144. See how that looks. That I think that'll be okay. Yeah, that'll give us colors. And we're just going to cut this out. So I've got my artwork sent to the back. I've got my name, my text up on top. We're going to use the same panel, modify panel, but this time we won't use crop. This time we're going to use subtract. You got to group it. Once you subtract it, it creates everything in different pieces. So you got to remember that. So we'll just go here and hit Control G to group it, and then we can move this around. So now we're going to have white space. See, it's not going to print anything in this area, and I'll get those printed out and get them cut out on the silhouette. So I've got perfect squares, and then I'll get the heat press going, and we're going to see what happens. Also, if we're going to do sublimation, we definitely want to flip horizontally, so don't forget to do that. And I'll get these printed out and we'll get going. Okay, so we've got our 3 printouts, and I don't know why, but it didn't flip it. You've seen me flip it, but it didn't do it for some reason. I had some issues with my printer connecting to the internet. So anyway, we've got these, and we'll set those off to the side. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to preheat this shirt a little bit. And I've got this on my 6x6 press because I kind of don't want to seal the edges down. I want to see if I can pull this up, how easy it's going to come off. So we're going to start with the I guess sheerest, I guess you would say, and move up to the heaviest of the interfusing or interfacing, I guess. And so we're going to start off with the 807. And so this is our 807. And I'm going to put it on here. And we're going to fuse it down for, I'm going to give it 10 seconds. I didn't really pay a lot of attention to how much people were putting it on there for, but they weren't doing it for very long. So, alright, we melted that plumb into. So, yeah, that didn't work. That is way too sheer. That's going to hit the highlight reel. Yeah, that's... Well, we're going to press it anyway. We're going to see what it does. So, I probably should have used a Teflon sheet there, but I didn't. So, we're going to use one now. There we go. We'll just put that on there, and we're going to do it for the full 60 seconds. See what happens. Alright, it's about to come out. And there we go. So let's see what happened here. Get everything out of the way. Peel that off, and I can see an image, but yeah, it didn't really take much ink off the paper. I can't see where the image is at. So we're going to take the 807 and write fail. Probably more my fail than the other one, but I really don't see it working very well. So we'll put that over there, and then let's move over here to, well, let's use the bottom of the shirt, and let's preheat it. Get it nice and flat. Now we're going to use the 906F, and we'll see how it does. And we're going to go ahead and use a, again, I'm putting the rough side down. There's a rougher side to each one of these. I'll use the Teflon sheet on this one, so hopefully it don't melt it to my heat press. And we're just going to give it 5 seconds this time. Alright, that looks a little better. So, alright, so now we have, it feels like we have a really good bond. I'll try to pull those up later, but looks like we have a really good bond there. Let's get a piece of our artwork, and we're going to place it on there. Just kind of center it the best we can. And we'll give it 60 seconds. This is at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. 60 seconds. That might be too long. I don't know. We'll kind of see. Alright, got a few more seconds here. It'll be out of the press. We'll see what everything looks like. Alright. Put that over there. Peel up our paper, and it peeled it right off. Alright, so that didn't work. Got really good color transfer, but it seems to have peeled off the, yeah, it just peels right off there. So, I don't know. Let's put our sheet on there. It did take quite a bit of the ink from the paper. Let's see if we can press this down and get it to stick at all. Do it for another 5 seconds. I would say all the, yeah, it just peels right off. Okay, so that's not working. Well, now at least it's the right direction. So, all right. Fail number 2. I'm gonna call this half a fail because it, yeah, it printed and it actually looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll call it half a fail. So, get our deal out here, and we'll go half fail. Alright. That's kind of funny, though. Alright, I'm not going to use the same spot because I don't want to... You can see where it actually... I don't know if you can see that in the light or not, but you can see where it kind of pushed the ink through onto the black shirt. So, we'll go here. And this time I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the artwork. Let's see, I'm going to press the artwork and the interfacing at the same time for 30 seconds. I just want to see what that does. So, this is the good thing about being able to just kind of play with stuff. It's not, you know, the materials aren't that expensive. And we can kind of just mess around. So here we are. We've got the 950F, and I've got my artwork, and I'm just going to place my artwork right directly on top of this. I'll just kind of center it on there. Hopefully I'm keeping this in camera. I'm not really paying much attention. So we're just going to center it right on there. Find my Teflon sheet, and we're going to go 30 seconds at 400 degrees. I found this interfacing at Joann's yesterday. I'd never been to Joann's, and it was kind of interesting going through there because you got this big fat redneck guy and his wife, and I'm cruising through dragging her along behind me, but it was kind of funny. Alright, couple more seconds left. We're only doing 30 seconds on this one. Alright, let's pull it up. See how we did. Okay, we took a lot of ink off of that one. Yeah, that one did really well for the ink. Now, let's see. Let's let it cool off. I'm going to pull that off of there because that did really well. So we'll just let this cool off for a second. Okay. Got everything cooled down. And you can laugh at me if you want, but I just realized my mistake. I was holding it earlier and thinking that the printer hadn't flipped it, but I was holding it the wrong way. The printer flipped it just fine. It's just my name looks the same upside down in this font. So, but yeah, there it's correctly backwards, and I didn't realize that until I looked at this, and I thought, now how did it do that?
He's a big dumb animal, isn't he, folks?
My brain didn't let me think past that. So yeah, it did it just fine. It was just I was holding it the wrong way. Oh well. Another outtake reel there. Anyway, we've got it cooled down. Kind of did a feel on it, and it still feels, I don't know, clunky. Feels like a big piece of vinyl on the front, really. It's, you know, the glue's kind of stiffened everything up. I wouldn't say it's near as bad, and it doesn't, obviously you can see I can crunch it up like that and then lay it back out, and it doesn't look near as bad as a big piece of vinyl would. So that, I guess, is a plus. I'm not a big fan of the vinyl on the front of the t-shirts. I would prefer a screen printed shirt, obviously. But now let's see how well this bonded, and I don't know if it would hold up in a dryer. I might do that test later tonight or something if my wife will let me play with the dryer. But we're going to see if I can just pull it off on its own. And I think if I would have used a bigger heat press, I can kind of peel the corner up. And the problem is it looks like it's, yeah, looks like it's coming off. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence on this because it looks like it's, I mean, just a little bit of scratching. I don't know if you can see that, but just a little bit of scratching on that edge, and I've already peeled up some of that edge. There we go. See if we can get it to focus here. There we go. Already kind of peeled up some of that edge. So yeah, I don't know, maybe you could do like a vinyl outline over it to lock that edge down, but I don't know, let's see what we can do to the middle of it here. I'm blowing this stuff everywhere. See if we can scratch up the middle of it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it takes much abuse. So, well, that's the whole point of this test, is to see if it's even worth it. And honestly, I would say no. I don't like the big chunk of vinyl in the middle of a t-shirt. It's just not my thing, but I still think that's the best thing if you don't have screen printing equipment. I do have a screen printer set up. I was actually going to go in that direction. It's kind of tore down right now and in storage, but yeah, for this right here, it's just not really. I mean, if you're just making a quick kids t-shirt for a birthday party, something like that, and you're looking to do them cheap as possible, this may be the way to go. Past that, I don't think I would try to sell these, you know, to anybody as a quality shirt. It just, yeah, doesn't really just scream quality. But it looks all right. It did take the color very nicely. This stuff is polyester, so it does take the ink really well. And if you can, you know, not burn it into the shirt, it does stick to the shirt okay, but it's just not a good durable material. I mean, I could peel that edge up pretty easily. So yeah, I would give that about a D on the scale from A to F. I would give it a D. It works, it gets the job done, but yeah, for quality purposes, I wouldn't do it. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. If you would do so, I would sure appreciate it, but go and like and subscribe to the page. Make sure you click the little bell, and that way you can get notified of any future videos that I do. I would greatly appreciate that. I would also like if you had any comments or suggestions, or if you know you've used this product and got it to work out well, awesome, let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.